computer. All right, welcome to our Thursday night powwow. So we do this every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just people are going to be sharing their stories and giving you tips as far as to take your business to the next level. It's everyone from brand new distributors who are killing it to people who have promoted to executive ruby, emerald, diamond, everyone. There's so many different people who have been in this business for a little while, people who just started are killing it. They're all going to be helping you as far as tips for the business. So I am going to send you guys first in the chat box on Zoom a link. If you have not added yourself to that, make sure you and your team add yourself to our Telegram chat. I'm going to send whenever there's Zooms, whenever there's announcements, whenever there's trainings in one spot. There's no comments in there, so it's going to be just literally broadcasting. Me and Brett are going to be admins of that. And I think Sabrina's in there because she has a lot of things that she wants to share as well. So you're just going to get random notifications in there about your business every day, as far as Zooms coming up, as far as recordings that maybe you want to check out, as far as promotions going on. So definitely add yourself to that Telegram chat. If you're watching this recording right now, just go to Passport to Diamond and type in I don't even know what I wrote, announcement or something, announcement chat. It's on the page. I posted it yesterday. Biz announcements. Yeah. So check that out, add yourself to it, or ask me if you need the link to that. It's in the chat. You just click and you add yourself. You need to make sure you download the Telegram chat first. And then the second thing I wanted to announce really quick was that they announced today that the pick 2, pick 3 deal is extended for distributors. So everyone that is a distributor, everyone on your team is now able in their eSuite under the orders tab to place a one-time order and get the pick 2, pick 3 deal. You can get all the way up to a pick 6. And I know some people who have done a pick 6 a couple times in different orders. But yeah, I mean, it's worth it. You get products for like $20 to $30. It ends up being really, really, really cheap. And then you can resell things for samples. You can use stuff for contests. You can use the products yourself and get more customers and distributors on your team that way. So definitely it's for customers too and distributors until Sunday, 23rd. So until Sunday, the 23rd, the pick 2, pick 3 is for customers and distributors. Customers, their first order as their enrollment order, they can keep it on their auto ship as long as they don't take it off. Number 2, they can, any customer you have right now can place a one-time order too. And then distributors, we can place one-time orders. It can't be an auto ship, can't set up as an auto ship. It just is a one-time order. And it's the first time they've ever let us do that, ever, all year. So definitely take advantage of that if you can, and then use it to your advantage as far as like samples and stuff like that. I know my mom was just over my house a little bit earlier picking up coffee because she's selling like 5 packs for $25 because why not? Like if you have the coffee, right? I have tons. So that's why she came. She said, I'm her dealer. But if you want to just stock up on your pick deal and then use it for dealing coffee, that's totally up to you. All right, Briana, my voice is going.
Hi guys. All right, sorry, I'm hyped. I'm super excited. First of all, I just wanted to say hi to everybody because first of all, this is an amazing opportunity to get to know one another. A lot of the times we spend hours and just time accumulated throughout the week to hop on other leaders' power hours or Destination Diamond, and although those things are beneficial to us because they have other people that are on our team, this is a more intimate setting that will allow you to learn about people who are on your team. The women who are going to be speaking tonight, I like to call them sideline sisters because although they may not have enrolled you, they are someone that you can lean on for additional information, for resources, and we encourage that in this company. So a little bit about myself. I wrote a lot of notes, y'all. So first of all, make sure that you have a piece of paper and pen because the women who are going to be speaking tonight are going to be giving you tips. So whether you are a new distributor or if you are an OG, someone who has been in this company for a while, you can still learn. You know, never stop growing, never stop learning. So make sure that you do have something to take notes with so that you can maybe apply some of these tips and tricks to your business. For those who do not know me, my name is Briana Gallon. I'm 26 years old. I am a Ruby leader from Southern New Jersey. I am also a mom to my two favorite people in the whole wide world, Peyton and Levi. Before this business, I was a struggling mom, not only financially, but mentally as well. My last full-time job was in a leadership position in the automotive industry. And I was not only the only female in management, but I was the only minority female. So for me, whether that was my own subconscious or insecurities, I kind of felt like they made it a little bit harder for me. Maybe because they were intimidated because I was young and beautiful, or because I was intelligent. I don't know, hate to sound conceited, but it definitely was harder for me in that industry because I just felt like I didn't fit in. Also, in that particular position, I was commuting daily for 3 hours. So being at that time 21, I was in the automotive industry as a manager, and I was commuting 3 hours a day. So it was not fun. However, I knew that God put me in those positions for a reason. I knew that he wanted me to be in tough and uncomfortable positions because he knew that it was to build me. Sometimes you feel broken, but you are put in particular positions to build yourself. And I think that was one of the lessons that I've learned from that. So while I was there, I continued to learn from other managers. I loved helping customers, which is another perk to this business because it's not only about you. It's about helping other people. I help people lease and buy their dream vehicle. And although that wasn't my particular calling, being in the automotive industry, I knew that I was there for a reason. So throughout that period of my life, my daughter was dealing with intellectual challenges. She was only in kindergarten, but at that moment, or in that moment in time, she required a lot more attention from me, whether it be from the doctor's appointments or specialist appointments. It required a lot of time. So it was extremely hard for me to take off of work or use paid time off because at that point in time, I wasn't at that job long enough to even have accumulated the amount of time that I needed to be there for my daughter. So I consistently prayed on the way to work, on the way home from work, like, God, please give me the opportunity to get out of this industry so that I can be a stay-at-home mom for my daughter, so I can provide her with the care that she needed. So I continued to pray. I wanted to ensure that she not only received the proper care and love and attention, but that I could also pay my bills. So after following one of the girls on my Facebook timeline, I saw that she won a 3-day giveaway for keto coffee. So I was like, that's interesting. I never heard about the keto coffee. I saw that it could help you lose weight. So I reached out to the girl who had given the giveaway away. She was my enroller. So I reached out to her and I said, what is this keto coffee? I see that you can lose weight from it. And she explained it to me. I wound up buying samples. After that, she asked me if I would be interested in becoming a distributor, which basically meant I would be a paid customer. So for those who are on here, if you're a distributor, maybe just because you wanted to be a paid customer, kudos to you too, because that is basically what we are. She explained the promotional bonus to me. At that time, it was a $15,000 bonus if you promoted to Diamond in 3 calendar months. So I was on it. I knew that $15,000 could have changed my life. So I was ready to hop on. But what she didn't know was that I was struggling to pay my bills because at that point in time, I had lost my job and I was collecting unemployment. I was struggling to pay my bills. I was catching the bus daily with my 2 children, absolutely horrible. And I was battling with my landlord about an eviction. But on my last unemployment check, I decided that I was going to not pay my phone bill. And even though I had no idea where this opportunity would take me, where this journey would lead me, I clicked joined and said, I just gave it to God and said, listen, I'm going to get on. I'm going to get in this business. I have no idea what network marketing is. I have 300 friends on Facebook, but I'm going to give it a try. So I did. And I just want to congratulate all of you who are on here tonight because you're making that first step in your business that is going to, and sometimes that is the hardest part, committing to something that is uncomfortable, committing to something that you may not know where it's going to lead you. So congratulations for making that first step. like I said, it might be the hardest part. We're all nervous. We all start from the same place. We all start as distributors. Although our whys, our callings may be different, we all have the same hope in mind, and that's to make more, because we deserve more. It doesn't matter if you are making minimum wage or if you are making $60,000 a year. We always want more, right? You always want more. So whether you are in this business to start paying off bills, start paying off debt, wanting to save for your first home, wanting to be a stay-at-home parent for your children, you are in the right place. We all joined again for different reasons, but we are all connected by the desire of wanting more. So again, whether if it's for $10 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, all of those possibilities are available in this company. So welcome, everybody. That was just a little bit about me. I really do hope to go diamond this month. My true goal is to go diamond. Right now, it is hard for me because I struggle with consistency. So if anybody is on here that struggles with consistency, drop a 1 in the chats, because it's hard. But what I encourage you to do is stay plugged in, hop on these chats, hop in the chats right now. Reach out to your sideline sisters. If you see anybody on here that you feel like you can relate to, follow them on Facebook. Follow Courtney, follow Tish, follow Sabrina, follow myself, follow Janet, Danielle. There's plenty of people that are in this group of women that will be willing to support you, willing to carry you, and willing to allow you to lean on them. So take advantage of that. One more thing I'm going to touch on, then we're going to hop on to Jess, or allow Jess to share her story, is our ranks. So if you are a new distributor, you understand that that's where you start. That's where we all begin. So we start as distributors. The second rank is executive. So you can become executive or go executive in 14 days. There are trainings on ways for you to go executive in 14 days. And that basically means you have 2 people on your team who have at least 400 in volume under you. If any of these terms I'm using do not sound familiar, please reach out to your upline so you can receive more training. Your third or second promotion would be Ruby. Within your first month, you want to go Ruby. Your first goal when you enroll is to sign your first 6 customers. And that's what your uplines are for, to help you and guide you get to that step. Then following would be going Ruby. Next would be Emerald, and Diamond would be the huge step for you. That's when they say you have the license to print money. And for most of us, that is considered a full-time income. So right now, our goals are to push you and push you and push you to promoting to Diamond. And I promise you that once you begin to implement personal development and selflessness, it will be a lot easier to get there. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my girl, Jessica. I love her so much. She has many things to share. She's a beautiful person inside and out. We are fellow Leo sisters. So I'm super excited that she is on my team here to share her stories and tips with us. And I want to encourage you guys to ask questions if you're not, again, familiar with what we're talking about, or if you think this might be something that you want to do. If you have someone on your team who is doing a great job, please shout them out. Please drop their name in the comments. Give them a shout out, because it's not easy. Becoming a business owner is not easy. But remember, that's what you are. You are now a business owner. And you should be proud of that. You should be proud of that, because not many people can say that. And it's just going to be an amazing journey for you. I can promise you that. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Jess. And then we have Allison and Alexia speaking. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But all these women have amazing stories to tell. And I hope that you guys take away something from this.
Hi, guys. My name's Jessica Betcher. A little nervous. I don't usually do these type of things. I'm 32. I'm a mom of 4. Just had my baby. She's about 5 months old. So I started off probably about a year ago with Bree. And when I first started off, I wasn't so into it. I got discouraged. Everyone was telling me no. Couldn't get really any DTs to sign. So I kind of fell off, but I was still in the groups. I would still watch what everyone was doing. I was following Bree at the same time. And this year has just been crazy and hectic. It's been a bad year, probably for a lot of people. So me and Bree got connected again, and I started up. This time I had a different energy, different mind state. So I kind of just went in at full throttle and kind of just jumped up to Ruby. So I'm kind of excited. I was a server before all this, so I was getting cash in hand. That was paycheck to paycheck pretty much. I was struggling with, well, at the time 3, and I was pregnant. So paying all my bills plus taking care of my 3 kids, and my 2 girls were in cheer. My son was in football. So I was real busy. Didn't really have time to get another job. So this seemed like the perfect opportunity to be home with them, spend more time with them, and just play my part. I guess my tips is just more so to be consistent. I struggle with the consistency, and at first I was struggling with posting on my story, on my wall daily, and a couple times a day. I've gotten better at it, but I'm still working on it. I follow Court all the time. I do all the Zooms and her with Jade. So they're big encouragements. It's easy to follow. And I would just say I would stay plugged in. That kind of kept me on like my task. Even when I wasn't fully working in the business, I still stayed plugged in. Like I would watch the videos still. I would watch different Zooms. So it's pretty much, you just got to stay connected with everyone. Bree's a big help. She's helped me out a lot with everything, signing my distributors, helping me with my distributors and getting them with training and everything like that. So always go to your uplines. And I think that's about it.
Okay, that was so exciting. First of all, I took a couple notes, and I'm not going to like drag it out, but I'm just super excited for you, Jessica, because I know that you are going to promote, and the sky is the limit. So many times we get wrapped up in following what else is going on and not really focusing on what we can do to create change in our own business. So first of all, I took the note of never giving up. Although she took a step back from it, she came back full throttle. She's ready to rock. She's signing distributors, she's signing customers. She's staying plugged in, following what's going on in our group chat. She's staying on our our Passport to Diamond page, as well as our Diamond Elite Nation pages. So those are very crucial. You know, you want to stay consistent with understanding what's going on. You want to know what's being given away. You want to know what promotions are going on for us as distributors or for our customers. And then secondly, she said cash in hand. Do you guys know that you can sell samples, right? So for me, what I do is buy a bag of coffee with my product rewards. And if you didn't know, every 2 customers you sign, you get a product reward. Okay, so your first 6 customers gives you how many? 3. So with those 3 product rewards, you can get a bag of keto coffee, and I think there's several other products you can get, energy, the keto coffee wraps, facials, and actually our skinny brew samplers you can get now. So if you want cash in hand, sign 2 customers, you'll get a product reward, and then you can purchase something like this where you can then sell 3-day experiences, get a bag of skinny brew, sell your 3-day experiences. So if you want cash in hand, you have the opportunity to do that. Posting and staying consistent. If you're not posting, trust me, somebody else is. You know, It Works is consistently growing, but you just never know who else may be in your vicinity that may also be doing it too. So posting and staying consistent reminds the customer or reminds your friends that you are in business, that you have something that they need. So make sure that you are posting daily. Stack your stories up. Every morning you get up in the morning, make sure that you're sharing your stories. Sometimes they're not the day that I do it. Like I might pre-record something earlier in the week if I want to be busy, but you want to make sure that you're consistent with your stories and make your stories more like a sandwich. So post some products, post your real life. Post some products or business information, post your real life. If you follow Courtney, she is great at that, okay? Courtney will have like 5 slides of just her life and then have business opportunity slides. Following, she'll have more, maybe she's running out, jogging, walking her dog, and then she has more product posts. So that's how you want your stories to be. You don't want to seem too spammy. Fourth, she again said be plugged in. And fifth, reach out to your upline. So if you're confused at all, if you don't understand charting, if you don't even know what charting means, if any of these promotions that I'm naming don't make sense, reach out to your upline. All right. Thank you, Jess. Thank you so much for being on. I know you were nervous, but girl, you got this. I told you, sis, you got this. All right. Next, we're going to hop to Allison. We want to welcome her. We're super excited that she took the time to come out and speak today. So, girl, you got the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna apologize right now. My dog is in the background playing with squeaky toys, so if you hear that, just ignore it. But so my name's Allison. I'm 23 years old. I have a 4-month-old daughter. She is actually the main reason that I started all of this, because I'm getting ready to transition from active duty Air Force into the civilian world again, and it's been 3 years, so it's a little rough for me, but she is the main reason I started this, so that I know that I can spend as much time with her as possible right now, because she is my entire world since it's just her and I. So I wanted to make sure that I had like a good background for her and I to be able to support for her, because kids are not cheap. I've learned that the hard way. Kids are not cheap at all. And so with that and working a retail job again, this is going to be able to let me cut down my hours at my retail job and not have to work as much anymore. So I'm really grateful for that. I actually have a really good upline. So my sponsor has helped me out the most. We actually went to high school together, so that helped knowing her. I've only been with this company for probably about a month now, and within like 10 days, I had my 6 LCs already signed up underneath me. And then I think it was Monday, I had signed my first DT, and I got her working and everything, and she just decided to quit on me on Wednesday. So I'm just going to make the most out of it, honestly. Like, yeah, she was one that decided I'm not going to work after 2 days of actually working, and decided to tell me that she wasn't going to work. So I was grateful that she told me that instead of just ignoring me completely. So with that, it just made me look at it as a positive, knowing that I just have to work even harder to get more DTs signed underneath me that actually want to work. So with that, with what I say, like getting customers in my DTs, I've noticed networking at its finest. You have to network to get where you are, to get customers in DTs. Like, I can't tell you how many of the girls that I either went to high school with or college with, or just cousins in my family that have posted for me, to where I've gotten 20 to 30 potential LCs that say, when I have the money, I will actually sign up underneath you right now. So I've learned networking is where you need to be at to be able to get your customers in your DTs. Like right now, like you probably realized I was looking down at my phone quite a bit while others were talking, but I was paying attention. I was talking to like 3 potential LCs. So even though I'm on here with you guys and talking with you guys, I'm still working on my business. Like I tell people, yeah, it can take an hour to get everything done, but I work on it all day, every day when I do have time. Like, I'm not just sitting on my phone constantly. It's when I have time to get stuff done. Winston, other room. Sorry, guys. But it's just when you have time for this business. It doesn't have to be an all day, everyday thing, especially with me still being active duty. I still go in and put my uniform on and go into the office during the days, Monday through Friday, to get stuff done, but I'm still working on this, and this is what's gotten me to where I need to be right now, is just putting forth the time and effort and having the best upline that you can have. So that's where I'm at and everything. If you guys need any help, you're more than welcome to friend me on Facebook, and I'll give words of advice, because as the ladies in my group will tell you, I'm known for writing really long messages first thing in the morning after I've been up for a couple hours and realized nobody on my team is working, and I will try and put the fire under everybody's asses that day. So If you ever need that fire or just need a boost, you're more than welcome to message me. I'll reply as fast as I possibly can. So that is my spiel on all of this. I hope you guys can take a little bit from it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Allison. Seriously, that was amazing. And congratulations on your baby girl. And thank you so much for serving our country. I really appreciate you sharing your story and your tips because, again, although all of our stories may be different, there's so much that we can take away. I wrote several things down, okay? Like a lot. First of all, time freedom. Like you said, this business can give you the opportunity to be at home with your daughter and making an additional income, or if not, your only source of income, and you'll still be able to provide for her. Children are not cheap. I have two myself, and I'm telling you, gray hairs are starting to come out because it's just expensive. But seriously, time freedom is so important, and really being able to be there for your child, watching them walk, watching them grow it just is another level of beauty when you do eventually have children, if you ever plan to. Secondly, things happen. Things happen, guys. I mean, no one's perfect. Things happen. So even though that is the case, when she mentioned that her distributor quit 2 days ago or 2 days into her business, realize that things like that are going to happen. You know, again, we're business owners. Imagine how many, just think about it as if you had your own store. People come in, they start for 2 days, they don't like it, they quit. It's, you know, but everybody's not going to give it the same umph as you. So just like she said, never stop enrolling. Continue to push the envelope. Continue to share your story. Continue to post every day. Continue to stay plugged in because that's going to keep your fire going. So never stop enrolling. You know, Courtney's presidential, but she's always in the boom chat going off, going crazy. She never stops. And that's the way you keep your business moving. When you continue to push and push and push, things will continue to blossom. So Allison, although she quit on you, sis, trust me, there's so much better in store for you. Women are going to start coming to you, flocking to you. I promise you that. Network, growing your network, super important. We all have Facebook, right? Get on some groups. If you're a mom, get on some mom groups. If you like coffee, most of us do. Get on some coffee groups. I'm on like 16 coffee groups. It's ridiculous. Dog moms, dog sitters, you know, anything, joggers, bloggers, whatever. There's a group on Facebook for everything. Get into those groups. Then find members with things in common and go through them and add friends. That's how you grow your network. I started out with less than 300 friends, and now I have over 3,300. I mean, I think I'm beautiful, but I know that I ain't that cute. Okay, but it's from the work I take. I mean, I put into every day. When we're on our power hours, we go through, we add friends, we network, we interact with our friends. That is going to help more people see what you're posting. And then host a post. She mentioned that. Having people that she knows share posts for her. We do that all the time. Corporate has been pushing that a lot more lately, that we are continuously getting 10 posts up daily. That is going to help grow your business substantially. Again, only 5% of our friend base sees what we post. So if we're not interacting, if we're not posting daily, if we're not messaging, those three things can really knock you back down on the totem pole. So just continue to keep your face out there. And I wrote down one more thing, being the best. I don't know what that meant. Being flexible, work it, work it, work it, work it, okay? Be flexible. This is a business that allows you to just get it into your day. I mean, if you guys follow Jade Hooper, you know that she has 3 kids, right? So she's not just somebody who's just laying out, you know, getting a suntan. She's actually an active parent and has to do these things, but look at where she is. So it's not about your obstacles or what maybe your objections, but it's about how you handle it. You don't have to work your business all day long. You don't have to sit on your phone for hours, but work your power hour throughout your day, and that will continue to enhance your business. So again, Allison, thank you so much for sharing. And then we're going to hop to Alexia.
Can everybody hear me? Okay, hi everybody. So this is technically my first Zoom, kind of nervous, but it's okay, I'll get through it. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to Allison for getting ready to ETS, coming from one vet to another. Congratulations. A little bit about myself. So I was active duty at Fort Hood. I got out in 2015 when I was pregnant with my son. And then I moved back to Del Rio. I was commuting back and forth from Del Rio to San Antonio just to go to college. And it took a toll on me. Like, it was a lot. Only to just come back and not even work in the field that I studied for. So then fast forward to recently, when Miss Karen, she had a live one day, and I have had her on my friends list for a while. And I would see that she would post lives, and I would tune in every now and then, but I never really paid too much attention to it until one night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she was on live, and she was talking about, hey guys, like, if you're on, just talk to me or whatever. Like, I just want to tell you about this opportunity. And it was crazy because I had insomnia and I couldn't sleep. Like, there was just something that was just bugging me. Like, I wasn't happy with where I was at. Like, I was pretty much using my BAH money to go just like for school to just be able to support myself and my son. So I was like, I need something better. I've been applying to jobs, and since this pandemic, like, I haven't been able to get a job. Is it because I only have military experience? Like, I didn't know what it was. So I saw this live with Karen, and she was talking about it, right? And at the end of the live, I messaged her and I said, girl, I felt like you were preaching to me. Like, I was in church and I was just like, yes. And it was because she was so good. She's good at what she does. And honestly, I'm so happy and thankful to have her as like my go-to person. Any questions that I have, I'm like, Karen. And she's so good, and I'm just so happy to have her. But the moment she came, it was like $49 to sign up. I don't think she knows this, but that was like almost the last of the cash that I had, and that was going to be my gas money. And I was like, you know what? It's like, it's all or nothing. I'm either going to do this or I'm just going to think about what if, you know? So I was like, you know what, whatever. So I went and I did it, and I was like, okay. And I'm so happy that I did, because who gets to say that, hey, I'm my own boss. Like, I can work whatever hours I want. I get to stay with my kid. I don't have to worry about if he has to go to school during this whole pandemic and worry like if he gets sick, or I get to watch him here at home. I get to spend more time with him. So that's one thing, Allison, that like, I'm so happy for you, because you have a little baby, and you know, you get to do that with your baby now. But yeah, so what I do as far as when I talk to potentials, there's a lot of moms on my friends list that are like iffy, like they want to do it, but they're not sure. And I just keep telling them, I keep reminding them like, hey, what's stopping you? Like, I gave my last whatever money I had, and I'm not looking back. Like, this is something really, really good for me. And it can be so good for you too. And I'm like this close to getting a whole bunch of them on my list, ready to check them off. But what my advice would be just to stay consistent. Stay consistent, and your mentality. If you think like, oh my gosh, this is too much, I can't do it, you need to like take a break, think back, reflect, and change your own mentality. Because if you think it, you can do it. That is like the key. You believe you will reach your goal, and you will. And then you set a new goal and you reach that one. You just keep going and you keep growing. That's my mentality. So thanks, Karen, and thanks like everybody that's here for listening and for pretty much being like my sister.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. Like, one of the best things I found in this business is community. You know, I came from a big town, but I didn't have a lot of friends. I was one of those girls that like hung out with the girls I grew up with, and that was like it. I didn't really explore. I didn't get into the clicks. I didn't do anything like that. So one of the biggest things that I gained from this business is community. There are so many women here on this team and men as well that you may have never met ever. And you get to meet them, hug them, love on them, encourage them, uplift them without any bias. And that is a huge part of why I think I've stayed committed so long, is because I just have so many people that I can turn to if I need them, that'll be genuinely there to help me. So I took a couple notes from you too. First of all, she said, no experience needed. No experience needed. You do not need to have a master's degree. You do not have to have a bachelor's degree. You do not have to have a PhD to be successful in this business. You need $99. That's it. So whether you're selling stuff to get that $99, you're pre-selling your samples, whatever the case may be, that's all you need. And hope, faith, and a positive mindset, and that's it. Like, if you are coming in here, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to be successful in life, you will find a way to make it work. Okay, no experience needed. We train you. We offer trainings throughout the week. There are other teams that offer trainings. So this is a business that is consistent with growth. There's always an outsource or always an outlet where you can find additional training if needed. Some people like myself, my enroller quit. So if I didn't have Courtney and Tish to turn to, I'd have nobody. So what does that mean for me? I need to become resourceful. I need to go onto YouTube and type in Cheyenne Knox, or go onto YouTube and type in Ashley Mayfield or Jade Hooper, and follow some of the trainings that they offer so that I can learn how to become the best person I can be, how I can promote to Ruby, how I can become a mass enroller, how I can build my business by changing and editing my pictures. And just, there's so many things that you can learn on YouTube from the women on our team, and men alike. Okay. Secondly, she said all or nothing. Listen, all or nothing. That's a mentality that you have to have every single day. And that's why I said I'm excited to be here tonight, because these powwows reignite my flame every time. I said in the beginning, I struggle with consistency, but guess what? Every time I hop on here, you guys reassure me that this is exactly where I need to be. You guys push me as an individual, and that allows me to push into my team and pour onto others. So all or nothing, give it all or nothing every day. Don't give up until you are where you want to be. Okay. If it's getting those first 6 customers, if it's going Ruby, if it's going Diamond, you know, everybody doesn't start this business because they're struggling. Not everybody starts this business because they're a mom. Not everybody starts this business because, you know, they're on public assistance. Some people just want that extra income. So whatever it is, give it all or nothing, because this business is simple to learn and has so many potentials for you to make money. Third, she said, be bold. Or I wrote the note that she should be bold, how she talked about reaching out to different moms and people expressing how this could benefit her, or benefit them rather. Be bold about your story. You might not be Presidential Diamond today. You might not be Ruby today or executive today, but be bold about your story. Tell people where you're going, okay? Tell them that this is something that you are committed to. This is an opportunity that you're going to take advantage of, and tell them where you want to go. For me, again, I want to go Diamond. So I need to share why I want to go Diamond, where Diamond, that income is going to take me, and how that's going to help enhance the lives of the other women on my team. Because when you are just thinking about yourself and how you're going to promote, it's going to stagnate you. But when you try to figure out why Jessica wants to promote, why Courtney wants to promote, why Allison wants to promote, why Alexia wants to promote, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, it'll just help you build better, faster, and more consistently, because you know where your team wants to go. Being consistent is another thing that all the women touched on. You want to make sure that you're being consistent. And lastly, mindset is everything. Personal development is something that was introduced to me when I joined this business, and I'm sure for a lot of you women as well. Personal development is changing us consistently. It's changing us daily. Personal development is something that you should apply to your daily routine if you have not already. I have been through so many things in this past year that made me kind of retract from this business. But once I began to listen to personal development podcasts and beginning to read and just trying to stay plugged in, it's bringing me back. And there's a lot of trauma in my life that I didn't deal with that I probably should have. And now it's like coming full circle. But personal development is helping me reach those new limits. It's helping me overcome those challenges that I might be facing. And even though on those days I might not feel like showing up, that subconscious says, sis, she needs you today. But maybe 2 years ago, that wouldn't have been there. So if you're not involving personal development, or if you don't know where to turn, reach out to your upline. I'll be happy to share some things with you. But mindset is everything. If you believe it, you can achieve it. If you know where you want to go and you have a plan for success, there's no reason why you should be tainted, or why your desire or dream should be tainted. Because if you have a plan to success, you'll get there, because you have all these people on the Zoom right now that'll help you. Okay. So I don't know if Courtney, you want to add anything. And I'm just so super honored to be here tonight. I am nobody special. Like I said, I'm just a Ruby leader. I'm nobody special, but I know that there are so many people here today that are going to just blossom into amazing people. Listen, if you feel like giving up, if you feel like your back is against the wall, if you're feeling confused, overwhelmed, take a deep breath, take a step back, mute the chats for an hour, shoot, mute them for 2 days, whatever, but don't quit. Never give up. Never give up. Never count yourself out. And learning through personal development. What I'm learning through personal development is to never count yourself out. And this business will work for you if you're not afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of rejection. Show up every day, share on your page, share on your stories, get your host to post up, follow up with your potentials, involve personal development, and you will succeed. Just see if there's anything else I want to touch on. Oh, Jade always tells us, be a weed. You know, the other day I was driving, and this is real quick, I promise I ain't gonna keep you on much longer, but I was driving and I was looking at the weeds, and I was just, Jade came to mind, and I'm like, you know, she told us be a weed. When you think about weeds, they just never die. Like you go to Lowe's, you spend $20 on that chemical to try to kill them weeds, and they just stay alive. Like, what is happening? That's how you want to be in this business. Don't let nothing kill your vibe. Continue to push forward, continue to thrive and flourish everywhere you go, everywhere, because that is going to help others see that what you're doing is changing you. I've had so many people come into my life and be like, girl, not only are you losing weight, but you really are like changing. Like the way you handle situations a year ago, something is up. So people notice that. People notice the changes that will come with this business. Plan for success, and just make sure that you're staying plugged in to Passport to Diamond, Diamond Elite Nation. And if there's any additional groups or pages your upline wants you to be in, they will be sure to add you. Thank you so much for having me, y'all.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you so much, guys. This is so good. But seriously, like everyone touched on the same exact thing. So just staying consistent and staying focused, like the only reason that separates a distributor when they first start this business from me being a presidential diamond 3.5 years in was that I never gave up when I had moments like Allison said, where people quit. Trust me, she had her first distributor quit. Guys, I've had like hundreds of people quit. And I worked through that, because then you find someone like my mom, like Danielle, like Briana, like all these people, everyone on here, Karen, everybody on here became a distributor because I said yes to this business. And without me saying yes to this business, your upline wouldn't have said yes to this business, and their upline wouldn't have not said yes to this business. And we've pushed through, right? We've pushed through the no's and the negative times to find people like you, people that want this as bad as we want this. And it's an amazing business opportunity. It's an amazing company. Like once you really dig into the corporate culture and the products, and you're using the products, like you realize how great this is. You're on like this gold mine, and some people just don't see it. And that's fine. That's why the top 1% of people in this company go diamond and above, because 99% of the people will quit before they get there, because when the going gets tough, they'll get going. But that's not us, and that's not in our blood. And I know that for all of you guys that are showing up on here tonight, you're on here because you want it more, and you want more for your life. So how do you get more? You plug in. You, like everyone was just saying, plug into these Zooms, be that weed, just keep growing, keep developing as a person, and do your daily task list throughout the nooks and crannies of your day. Whether you're doing it all day long, like you heard tonight, some people do, who cares? Like if that's fun for you, do it. But you can also work this business sporadically throughout the day. A lot of people do this with a full-time job. I did this for 2 years. I went triple diamond while working full time and getting my master's degree. So it's not a time thing. It's just a commitment thing. So if you make that commitment to yourself first, then you pour into yourself through personal development, like Briana said. As long as you are constantly doing your task list, but also refreshing your cup and filling your cup with personal development and pouring into yourself, then you're going to keep going when you hear negative comments, when you see people quit. The only thing that will keep you going, though, is to keep refreshing your cup. You can't be pouring out of an empty cup. So really, really, really make sure that personal development, podcasts, journaling, whatever that is for you, yoga, exercise, find something where you can grow mentally, because it's going to help you protect you. And you're going to feel better as a person, and it's going to overflow to everyone around you, including your team, including your significant other, your family, your friends. You're going to realize they're going to start seeing you grow, and hopefully it affects them to grow with you. That's happened with my relationship with Brett. We had like a rocky 6 years, like up and down. But when we started growing together, and I highly contribute that to me doing personal development through this business, once we started listening to like Trent Shelton and like journaling together and like having a morning routine together, it really just strengthened our relationship. And you can see that, and you can visibly see that for your team. You can see that strengthen your relationship with people on your team and your team as you see them grow, because they're pouring into themselves and they're overflowing their cup. They're going to be more present in the chats. They're going to show up on the Zooms more. They're just going to be radiating positive energy on their posts when they're having conversations. They're probably going to be signing more people up, because when people talk to them, they just feel that energy. Just how Alexia just said that she felt Karen's energy through her live at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what attracted her to the team. You guys all know that Karen's a very positive live person. When you go on her lives, you're like, yes, I'll buy whatever you're telling me to buy. But that's because she has that energy and she pours that out. But she has to refresh herself. You also see her doing her workouts, right? She's refreshing. She's like getting in that mental state to be able to go on that live. I'm sure she pumps herself up beforehand. That's just behind the scenes work that you guys really have to do as you keep growing and becoming that diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential ambassador diamond, making $33,000 a month. Who doesn't want that? How did Jade get there? She poured into herself, and she didn't quit, and she didn't give up when times get tough. This has been a year of trials. So as long as you guys can stick with this business at least a year, I bet you $1 million, no matter what, you'll be diamond and above. If you pour into your business, you do this. We've had people on the team go diamond in less than 4 months. Like, do that. Just stay consistent with your business, stay consistent with your personal growth, and just be obsessed over it. Be happy over learning more and developing more. I'm reading the chat now. I got distracted. But I'm going to end this recording.